Guys, I am coming to you here from my house for distance learning. I wanted to give you a preview of what your first week is going to look like for distance learning. Before that, Graham wants to say hi. Say hi, Graham. Say hi. Say hi to the kids. Here he is. You might get to see him a little more. Usually, I'm going to just put him off to the side or I'll be in our office working, so he won't be a distraction. But I thought for this video it'd be okay for him to be here and say hi to everybody. My goal of this video is to give you a little bit of a preview of what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to give you a preview of what the skills are we'll be covering this week. I'll give you a preview of what it's going to look like for you and how you're going to access all of this information. I'm also going to give you just a little bit more information of how to ask questions. I'm going to give you a little bit of information of what you could be doing right now if you're looking for things to do. And then I'm also going to give you a couple of things that are going to set you up for success when we start our distance learning. So bear with me, it's going to be kind of long. But I just want to set you up to be successful as we go into this new venture of learning from a distance. So the first thing is I want to tell you what we're going to be doing this week for your skills. So for literacy, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be reviewing you're going to be reviewing 4 skills that I found that we needed more practice with. You'll watch a short video to reteach it to you, and then you're going to practice the skills. I'll show you what that looks like. Then you are going to, for math, you're going to be working on fractions again. I know that you guys were excited about that, so we're going to try and keep that exciting for you. You'll have like a video from either me, Miss Dyson, Miss Larson, or Mrs. Catterlick each day. And then a practice assignment for that. And then you are going to, for social studies, we're going to be working on map skills, which I'm really excited about. We have some fun resources for you, and we're going to get to use the discussion part on Schoology for that. And then we're not going to do science right now because we alternate between science and social studies. We're working on social studies right now. And then you'll work on some writing. I'll talk about that, and still doing your read to self that way. So let me show you what this looks like. I want to take away any anxiety or worry that you're feeling about what is this going to be like online when we start our learning online. So what I've done is I pulled this up from a kid's perspective. So you will be able to see once you're in our course on Schoology. So the 3rd grade rules image tells you that you're in our course. Remember, it's called Mrs. Nye right here. This is our normal course. And then what I did was I broke it into 2 folders. So our distance learning's at top, and then at school. At school is what we've already done. It's all the stuff that I've been posting all year. You don't need to worry about that folder. I just didn't want to get rid of it. So what you'll do is you'll click on distance learning, because that's what you are going to be working on is your distance learning. And then in here you see 2 folders. I'll tell you about this optional folder, learning folder, in just a little bit. But first, let me tell you about the week 1 folder right here. So week 1, March 30th through April 3rd, it tells you the dates there. I will post the dates each week so that you kind of know, oh, where am I supposed to be in here? You don't want to redo something or be lost looking at the following week. I'll probably unpublish them when I publish the following week, just to keep it less messy for you. So you won't be able to see other weeks. Unless I'm finding that a lot of you are needing more time, I might leave it up longer. We'll see. Like I said, I'm learning this at the same time as you, so some of this might change a little bit throughout the week, or as weeks go on, they might change a little bit there too. So I'm just going to show you for Monday what it looks like so that you can see how this looks for the whole week. And then you can look through the other folders. I'll have these posted by Sunday so that you have a day ahead to kind of look through. Don't feel like you have to do all of this right away. My goal is that Monday you would take a couple of hours and you would work through Monday's stuff. Tuesday you would take a couple of hours and you would work through Tuesday's stuff. So just keep that in mind. So for Monday, this is what Monday looks like. Every day I have our daily check-in at the top. You know what that looks like. I'll click it anyway. I want you to do your daily check-in just like you always do. Make sure you click submit. I want to know how you're doing. Now, at the bottom of it, it still asks, are you having a school lunch or home lunch? You can say home lunch because you're eating at home. I didn't take that question off, but maybe I will if I remember. I just thought of that is on there. So that's okay. If I don't take that off, just remember, just click something. It doesn't really matter. Then the next thing on here is our Zoom morning meeting. When I hover over that, it also tells you that this is the same link that you're going to use to ask any questions if you have them throughout the day. I will be available from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. every day via Zoom, unless I'm filming a video for like the following week or something. I might just call you back in a little bit so that it doesn't interrupt the video that I'm filming. But you'll click on this, and then what you're going to do is if it says to open in zoom.us, you'll click that. Otherwise, click on this blue part right here where my mouse is hovering, and that'll take you to Zoom. Every single day at 9:30, while we are doing distance learning, I will be on Zoom at 9:30 doing a morning meeting. So checking in with everybody, giving you a little preview of the day. We might also do like some fun days, like wear your pajamas to our Zoom meeting so that we can all see each other in our pajamas. I might do bring your pet or bring a stuffed animal or do some different fun days, kind of like we do during homecoming week, just to keep it fun for all of us. So just keep that in mind. I'll let you know when or if I'm going to be doing that. Then after our Zoom meeting is over, I put in that you could be doing your snack or read aloud. So if you're hungry or if you need a snack, you can do that at that point. In there, I want to explain to you that you will be doing a March Madness bracket, or not you, we as a whole, third grade, are doing a March Madness bracket for some books. So if you click on this link, anything that's a link is that red or blue underlined part. When you click on that, it shows you what the bracket is. Miss Dyson has put this bracket together. We're going to be working on filling this bracket out by voting. So every couple days you'll be voting. I'll explain that to you in our morning meeting a little bit more. But during snack, you can listen to the book My Poppy Has a Motorcycle. That's one of the books that you will be voting on, that, or is another book better. You're just picking which one you like more. The voting part will be on the second day, so on Tuesday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll get to vote on that. Again, when I read all of these words, it tells me exactly what I need to do. Now, before I continue anymore, I just want to say that if you are on your iPad before 9:30, which is when our Zoom call is, you can still start anything underneath the Zoom morning meeting. I would just ask that you go through it in order, because I put things on there so that like the things that take the most work out of your brain are at the top, like math. So that's early in your day, and then we go down further. I also am going to make sure that I am available via Zoom in the mornings without recording other videos, so that while you're working on math, you'll be able to ask questions via Zoom whenever possible. So just keep that in mind. Start at the top of the day and work your way down. If you're ready before 9:30, do something else from below, but then come back and join us at 9:30 for that Zoom call. I want as many of you as possible to be a part of that morning meeting. I hope that makes sense. All right, then for math, each day you're going to be doing a math lesson just like we would in class. So make sure that you follow the steps here. Step 1, watch the 12-2 video in this link. So you'll click on this and it will bring up a video for you to watch.
Welcome to today's math.
At the beginning of the video, we'll remind you to take out your math book and a pencil and the materials that you need, but it's my expectation that you would still be following along the same way that you would be if you were in the classroom. So just keep that in mind there. Then step number 2 says to complete your quick check. You guys know where to access that, but I tell you again, if you've forgotten, it's on Google Classroom. And then the third thing is it says when your quick check is complete, if you were assigned a practice buddy, I do still want you to do your practice buddy. If you were assigned an enrichment page, I want you to either do that enrichment page and then you can do it on just a piece of paper and take a picture of it and email it to me. Or you can do Prodigy for like 10 minutes just to keep practicing math. And then that's your math chunk. That's all it is. It's the same as what it would be if you're in the classroom, just a little different. So we'll still do the lessons, then we'll review, and then we'll take a little test at the end. So just so that you know what to look for math. Then for social studies, when you click on this red link, that's my next thing. So I'm working my way down that list. For social studies, it says all about maps. So today for social studies, you're going to be learning all about maps. Watch this video called All About Maps. You'll click on that. It'll open it up.
Hi friends, this lesson is...
And it's a video that
Hi,
teaches
friends.
you all about maps. So you'll watch that, making sure that you're paying attention to it so that it can help you. No, Graham. Sorry, Graham's trying to eat my papers on the table. And then you will post one thing to this discussion and it describes what you'll post right here. So you're going to say one thing that you learned about it. Each day I tell you something else to post in the discussion. So just make sure you read carefully what it is that you need to do. To post it, you'll click in there. You'll start typing. You'll actually be writing words. I'm just showing you. And then you'll click the button post and then your post will be done. So I just wanted to show you that. Then you'll go back to the day when you finish social studies. And now I have a brain break for you. So we maybe in class might take some deep breaths or we might do some other things. And so we're going to take a brain break here. And these will look different each day. This day for you, I had a cuckoo kangaroo video that you can do to move around. You can find a spot where you can be a little goofy in your house and do that. Or if your siblings are around, have them do it with you. Why not have even parents join in or whoever you are home with? Then I just put in a image here that reminds you to eat lunch if you haven't yet. This might be a good break in the day to do that. I don't know for sure what time it will be when you get to that point, but if you're ready for lunch and the other people in your house are ready with you, then that would be a great time for lunch. Then in the afternoon or the part after lunch or the second part of our day, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on literacy, and then you'll also be doing your task for specials. So let me show you what literacy is going to look like for this week. For this week for literacy, I am going to be reviewing those skills with you that I said I would be reviewing. But then next week, I'm super excited. We have a read aloud that I'm working on putting together for you that you'll be able to follow along with. And then we're going to do some work with vocabulary through that read aloud. You're going to get to do some projects at the end of each week for that read aloud. You're going to love when we get to that next week. But before we do that this week, we're going to review some skills. So for literacy, it tells you today we're going to review cause and effect for that Monday. And on here, it tells you your 4 steps. So first, you're going to watch a cause and effect video. And then the next 3 steps are all like a little task card. So when I click on the leaf right here, it takes me straight to this. Now it tells you it has a quick task card you're going to read. You're going to make sure you're in a space where you can really understand what you're reading and do your best with that. You're going to read this. And then down below, it just has your name and then 3 quick questions you're going to answer about it. When you finish, make sure you click submit. So that's the first thing. 1 task card, 3 questions. Then the third one on here is another task card called the exploration. You'll answer a couple questions about that. And then you'll go to step 4, It's called homework, and then you'll answer some questions about that. So it looks like a lot, but they're all just little paragraphs with questions that you're going to be doing for this week to review those skills that we needed to brush up on. So that is Monday's literacy about cause and effect. On Friday for literacy, I just want to tell you, you will be doing a quick little quiz about each of the 4 areas that you review throughout the week. So just keep that in mind. You do want to make sure you're still doing your best. Then you're going to do specials because remember, you're going through this in order. This will be a good break in your afternoon or your second part of your learning. For specials, you are going to, for art, media, music, and PE, they are going to all be posting to you through Seesaw. So for Seesaw, you need to use that code that I sent home with you before we left. It says music at the top in red pen. I wrote class at the top of one and music at the top of the other. The music one is the one you're going to be using for all of the specials. So all of the specials teachers will be posting to you from just that same thing on Seesaw. They're going to post to you what you need to do. And then each day I built in time for you to do something. So pick art one day, media one day, music one day, and PE one day. And then you'll be able to get that work done for them on there. Go to the Seesaw app to see their instructions and to know more about what you're supposed to do. Then, after you do specials, you are going to do writing. Now, this writing part I like for this week because it's giving you some options. So I sent home a writing notebook for you that you can write in, or a blank notebook. You can use that to write in for this. You can pick from any of these 6 options that I gave you here. They're the same 6 options all week though. So just keep that in mind. Pick one day, pick a different one day, or add on to what you did from the first day for the next day, whatever you want to do. So number 1, your option is to free write about what you've been doing over this break through your distance learning. This stuff that's happening in the world right now is a once in a lifetime kind of deal. Tell your story in a journal. How cool would that be to look back on when you get older? I think that'd be awesome. The second option is in the last week or so, you probably got a letter from me. If not, you will be because I mailed them all out about a week ago. I am going to be hoping that you send me a letter back. So that's your second option. You can use this time to write a letter back to me. I would be thinking you'd be writing each day for about 15 to 30 minutes. 30 would be high, but if you're into it, you can write or write more. That's okay. Number 3, you could write about this picture. Just make sure you write at least one really good paragraph about it. So describe it, say what could be happening, what might the other animals around that be thinking. Tell a story. Number 4, you could tell a story about this picture, making sure that it's at least one really good paragraph telling us about who it is there a problem? What are the people going to think when they come out and see those in the morning? What's going on with that? Number 5, you can choose your stance on this topic. So this would be an opinion writing option. Should PE or physical education or gym be required by all students? So should all students be required to do gym or PE? And you have to say why or why not, writing a really good paragraph about that, backing up what you're thinking. And then number 6, write a paragraph about the book that you are reading. What's that book about? How would you feel if you were that character? Do you think that other kids in our class would like it? Those are just some ideas that you could write, but you could write whatever you want. You could write a different ending for the book that you're reading. Your options are open, so pick what you want for that. But just those are 6 options that you can pick from. You'll just pick one for each day throughout the week to work on for writing. And then we have read to self. So we do read to self at school every day, and normally you have to do it at home also. So you're gonna kind of luck out here with a chance to do a little bit less, but you can do more. It's never bad to do more with reading. Make sure that you're reading books at your level. Hopefully you have some books at home. I also sent some books home with you. But read at least 20 minutes today. Or each day. So it could be right now, it could be tonight before you go to bed. But read at least 20 minutes of reading. If you finish your book at home, it would be my hope, my expectation that you would take an AR test on that book still. We made it available for you to take an AR test at home. And on this read to self part over here in this description, I can't point to it right now. I wrote down how to get your username and password, or what your username and password would be. I used myself as an example. So KN, Katie, Nye, you would use your initials where I have KN. You should be able to figure that out. You can access the AR either on the school website or on your iPad if you've saved that as a button on your home screen. So each day you will go through that layout of things. It's my hope that it takes you, that it doesn't take you all day to do it. So let me just recap. You'll do those for each day in order. Then, if you have any questions, you will use under each day. Let me just go to like Wednesday to show you. That Zoom morning meeting is there still. So you will use that link. If you have questions and you want to talk to me via Zoom, a video, you just click that. If I'm not there right away, just hang out for a second. I will be there as soon as I can. I may be helping somebody else, or I might be working on filming a video for the following week, but I will do my best to get back to you. Otherwise, I'll email you and say, hey, I saw you were on Zoom. Do you want to connect on there again? And then we can set up a time to do it too. Another way you could ask questions is to email me. You can just email me and say, hey, Mrs. and I have a question about this. And you could take a screenshot or a picture of whatever you're working on, and I'll try my best to reply. Or I might say, hey, use this link and let's talk on Zoom. Let me help you out. Or if a parent is home or you have a phone that you can talk to me on, I can also call you and describe that to you on the phone. Now, what are some things that you could be doing now to prepare for your learning? Let's talk about that. The first thing that I really want you to think about is, where is there a place in your house or wherever you're going to be working on your distance learning that you will not get distracted? So during our distance learning, I'm not going to be sitting here in my living room like I am right now with my dog climbing all over me. I'm going to probably be in my office, or I'm going to put my dog in his kennel where I'm working on my work so that I can be focused on what I'm doing. Where are you going to do that? Do you have a desk you can use? Can you use a kitchen table? In your bedroom, is there a spot that you can sit? Talk with your parents about where it is that you are going to do your distance learning. And then all those supplies that we sent home are kind of in a mess right now. So just set them up where you're going to be doing your learning. Does it make sense for you to have that Ziploc bag with your materials sitting out? Does it make sense for you to have all of your folders just stacked up so you can grab them? Talk about how you can manage that, because you don't want to be digging for things in the middle of a video if you can't find it. So set yourself up for success in your space. The second thing, some of you have asked me, what can I be doing now? I'm kind of bored. So here's a couple options for you. The first one is in the red folder that I sent home with you. There is a side of your folder that says, can do at any time. That side, you can do at any time. So you could start doing any of that stuff right now. The other thing that you could be doing is in the distance learning folder on Schoology. I'm going to pull it up there. There's a folder that says optional learning. In here, I have a folder for each of our subjects. I have one for specialists and movement. And then I also have just a link for IXL, because that's for everything. You can sign up for an account on there. You can be doing anything on these tabs right now. So you could also be reading right now. You could be taking AR tests right now. You could be playing Prodigy right now. These are all really good options for you. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. The last thing is this folder that I just went through now. If you go look for it right now, it's not going to be there. So don't say, oh, it's not there. I'm going to have this folder posted for you on Sunday night, not Sunday night, Sunday. I'll just post it Sunday so that you can take a look through each day and kind of see what's coming with an adult if you want somebody to help you look through it. Again, my hope through this video today is that I was able to just kind of ease your minds, say hi to all of you again, because I miss you all a lot. And I hope that your break is going well. If you want to see each other right now, I have posted a couple of things on Flipgrid, which you all have accounts for. And I emailed your parents about that information last week on Friday. So if you can't get logged in, ask them. Otherwise, email me and I'll help you get logged into Flipgrid if you want to talk with each other on there to answer those questions. Otherwise, I will see you Monday the 30th at 9:30 on Zoom. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to email me. I can't wait to see all of you, and I hope that all of you can be there. Bye, guys.